Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about child abuse. It's another child abuse video on this channel. If you want to watch any other videos that I have about child abuse awareness, I have a playlist right up there so you can go check that out. So this video is actually a response to Kati Morton, who is a therapist and a YouTuber. She talks about therapy, her life as a therapist, and mental health, things like that. We had a mental health panel together with a couple of other YouTubers at Playlist DC last year, and I really enjoy her work. So on Thursday, she actually uploaded a video called "Why Does Childhood Trauma Make Us Feel Like a Child?" That video was actually inspired by a viewer who left a question, and that question was something along the lines of, why does she still feel like a child trapped in the body of an adult? She experienced abuse when she was younger and growing up, and it feels like some of that has stuck with her, and she doesn't feel quite like an adult. And when I finished this video, all I could think was, this is the video that has been missing from my life, and now I feel like I'm finally figuring out something about myself that I have also been trying to figure out as someone who has dealt with this kind of stuff all their life. You know, I am in my 20s, I'm in the middle of my 20s, and I have always felt not quite there yet because there's still things in my life that I haven't accomplished that other people would pretty much have already done by now. Although with this economy, I think more types of people probably feel the same type of way. But you know, it's just, I feel like it's almost different mentally to us how it makes us feel because of what we've been through. I don't know, but I've noticed, regardless, like, I have a hard time doing the dishes. I have a hard time cleaning up my own room, cleaning up my own space, because I grew up being yelled at for not cleaning up my own space and all this, but I also got yelled out for cleaning my own space. So I would be yelled at and punished and hit and whatever for not doing things, but at the same time, if I did try to do them, even right after, I would get screamed at constantly for doing that. So my space would forever be cluttered, and it was just like, what's the point in trying if I'm going to get yelled at for doing this? That was always a weird thing that has always gotten on my nerves, but that's a different thing. I was also reading through the comments of that video, and somebody was talking about how they have a tendency to kind of talk in baby talk almost, and I realized I also had that tendency. I do that with my cats and animals and stuff, but you know, like, who doesn't do that, right? But I noticed with certain people, I tend to talk like a child. And it's something that has always kind of bugged me a little bit, and I couldn't figure out why. And I saw this video and I was like, oh wow, this just might have explained something. And now I realize how different my voices and my personality would be towards these certain people. And it's not something that I really care for, because one, it makes me feel small. I feel like I'm making myself small, and two, it's just not me. Kati was saying that the reason why we feel this way is because it's like a roadblock, you know, when we grew up this way at this age, then it kind of just stays with us, which I'm not really sure what age I would be at mentally since it happened for so long. I have been trying to fix that myself in some ways. Like, I've been trying to clean up this space in my room because, you know, I got this, so all the stuff that I currently have lying on the floor was on this desk, but I had to take it off because this fits my entire desk. There is nowhere I can put anything. I can't really put anything right here, right? And dishes, I've been better at doing the dishes, but I still tend to not want to do them, or maybe like in the back of my mind I want to do them, but there's that roadblock in my brain that's stopping it. It's still thinking that how I grew up and what I had to go and what I've been going through is what it is. Like, I'm not supposed to do this because, but then I do get scolded, but then I do get talked to about not doing this. But it's a really complicated thing. I didn't realize how confusing it was. I didn't realize a lot of things about this until I ended up watching that video on Thursday. So I'd like to thank Kati for coming out with that video, and I would like to thank the person that asked the question, because without that question, that video probably would not have gone up. And I think Katie is going to do a couple more videos about that, which is going to be really helpful for a lot of people. So if you are interested in mental health, maybe you have your own mental health problems and you might not have access to certain things, access to help like on a one-on-one basis, but maybe you might get something out of watching Katie's videos. Katie's videos are captioned, so if you're someone like me who needs the captions, she's a great resource for that. And well, I think that's it. I didn't really know what to say in this video. It's just kind of like just a chatty type of sit down, low key kind of video, I guess. But yeah, if you have any sort of experience with this, feel free to leave your own story down in the comments below. Before I go, be sure to check out the description box, because I do have a link to my Patreon if you're interested in supporting any of the work that I do, as well as the coffee tip jar. Tip jar is something that I still cannot say and probably will never be able to say. I will see you later. Bye.